quite challenging. The next what you see here is a fine example of a Manchuria court dance. Manchuria people are from Qing dynasty. That is the last feudal dynasty in Chinese history. And the Manchuria people, they're living, these ladies who are living inside the Forbidden City, they enjoy a set of different culture than the people living outside. Everything you see here, from the platform, the shoes, to their costumes, to their tassel hairstyle, everything is very well researched, very well designed, and handcrafted to fit each individual dancer. It is quite a show. Shen Yun builds bridge between cultures, and I can think nothing better represent that as its orchestra. On its base, Shen Yun Orchestra is a European-style orchestra, on top of which they include the Chinese soloist to a great effect. On the left, this instrument is called the pipa. It is also known as the king of all China's folk music instruments. It can give a very gentle water-flowing sound, or it can give a very violent, wild, war-like sound. As a matter of fact, the most famous piece of pipa is called the ambush from 10 sides. So you can imagine in your mind what it sounds like. On the right is our hook, or two-string violin. It only has 2 strings and a bow in between. So you can either play one string or the another. You cannot play the 2 sounds, 2 notes in the same time. Now, despite its simplicity, it is very expressive. Our hook has more than 4,000 years history. It can give the sound that's the closest to a human voice. It is very expressive. As a matter of fact, this is one of my favorites. I don't know whether you have been to the Opera House Canyon Center. That is a venue can host 2,000 people. And when our hook soloist is playing, the entire opera house is dead silent. You can hear a pin drop. It almost feels like everybody is holding their breath, trying to listen to this piece intently. It is quite beautiful. And here is a picture of the full orchestra. That is our hook right there, and this is pipa. You know, to mix or combine the Eastern and the Western music instrument together in the same orchestra is very difficult, because the same note playing by the Chinese instrument or the Western instrument, they're very different. The same note can played by those 2 instruments, they give a very different pitch and a tone. It is very difficult. But somehow, the Shen Yun artists combine them together and create harmony. It is truly music to your ear. For long, Chinese people have held that their magnificent culture is a gift from heaven. Art was primarily a means to explore the connection between the human world and the higher universe. Artists cultivate virtues because they believe in order to create art worthy of the divine, there must first be inner beauty and a purity. And Shen Yun follows that tradition. Shen Yun artists believe that just mastering the surface of the art is not enough, as it is the heart of artists that audience feel. Therefore, they take the values and the wisdom from traditional Chinese culture as part of their life. And these inspire them to nurture goodness on their path to artistic perfection. And that is the culture of Shen Yun. That is why Shen Yun is world-class. That is why Shen Yun is one of a kind. That is why Shen Yun is the best, if not the only way for you to truly understand, explore, learn, and eventually you will grasp the essence of Chinese culture. Because it will enable you to see through the shadow, to see beyond the wall, to see what that real thing, that substance is. It will enable you to see inside the container, to see what it is contained. That is the Tao. That is the essence of traditional Chinese culture. It is that powerful. It is that beautiful.
Traditional Chinese dance requires someone to be very poised it requires you to be very focused. I think I'm pretty good at the control part because when I dance, sometimes even when I want to look at the mirror, I can't see myself. I don't know why, my eyes just keep looking forward, but I don't see anything. I just see straight ahead. So maybe that's why I'm better at control and very focused, being focused. When I was really young, my mom wanted to just help me into someone who can present traditional values and someone very ladylike. So she sent me to learn all sorts of different kinds of things like pipa, it's a traditional Chinese instrument, and she sent me to learn the flute and calligraphy, and she also sent me to learn dancing, which she hoped to help me have good posture when I grow up. It helps me in everyday life because I realized that all the traditional values that people were throwing away in modern society right now are actually very important, and you need them if you want to dance with Chinese dance well. It's not just something shallow, you really need something on the inside and deep understanding to be able to present something nice on the outside. So I started to learn more how to act and dress more traditionally. I'm very happy to meet these young dancers here at Shen Yun because even though we all have very diverse personalities, we all value the same traditional values. I love it when we have different parties or different activities like birthday parties. Since we spend so much time together, we already know each other so well that even on stage we can feel each other. That's how we can be so together. Even with so many people, it all seems like one person dancing. When we dance, we're always conscious about people around us and to be the same and to have the same movements.
Were amazing, you know, the way they just all worked together as one. It was just like looking like one object moving around, incredible.
Not just individual dancers, but for everyone to dance together to really perform so well as a group. I thought that was very impressive.
Super, absolutely.
Just like how our MC says, every dance has its own unique meaning.
中国人说，一根筷子好折，一把筷子难断。You know, one single chopstick is easier to break than a bunch, hence people need to pull in their efforts together.
Ah yes, just like on the harsh plains of Mongolia.
Actually, this concept applies to every dance that we do. When I do an important role in a dance, and when I'm dancing with everyone else on the side, I don't feel any difference because if one person does well on stage, it doesn't mean anything. What the audiences see is not just one person, they look at the whole picture. So everyone needs to do well, and we all know that. Even when one person is dancing, everyone behind me or on the side is supporting and encouraging me, and that helps me to do well. So it's everyone's strength. Think about how to make our dancing better and how to be a better person, and that helps us also on stage to be focused and present the right message to the audience.
Beautiful, beautiful. Love the spirituality in it because it touched my heart. There was a divine message there, and the message was wonderful.
Each of the dancers and the singers had that core, that groundedness themselves so they were not just performing but actually living the message that they were dancing.
I can relate with those messages very much. So very hopeful.
It was beauty for the eyes and beauty for the brain and beauty for the heart. So I'm walking away very inspired and full with optimism.
I just feel like it's almost like being reborn and starting anew again in my life and letting go of a lot of pain and illusions. So that's when I felt very teary.
that art forms created with pure and clean intentions